It's Friday, friends, which means we've got another 12-minute workout coming at you. We're doing a Tabata, as always. What's a Tabata? We're working twice the amount of rest. So every minute during this workout, we are working for 40 seconds and we are resting for 20 seconds. The added challenge is to hold a movement during that 20 seconds of rest so that we are just really working the entire time. It's going to be a challenge, but that's the idea. We're squeezing as much as possible into 12 minutes, maximizing the impact of every single movement, using that breath to really engage and tighten that core. We want that core working every second of this 12 minutes. First movement today. Everything is going to be body weight, right? But first movement today is going to be a single leg deadlift. I usually do not wear shoes during these workouts, but today I do have shoes on. I hope to be outside. It's raining. Oh well, we're inside. I do like shoes for this movement though, because you do need a lot of balance. All right, so we're going to keep our hips really nice and level, our shoulders nice and level. If you have weights and you want to amp this up a little bit, feel free to grab one, a single one, or two, one in each hand. All right. Otherwise, I'll explain any modifications or progressions as we go, but let's go ahead and get started. So, single leg deadlift, pick a leg. We're doing it for 40 seconds. Nice even weight on your entire foot. Big toe, little toe, heel. We're going to reach down to the ground. That standing leg is not locked out, but it's also not in a squat. We've just got a soft knee here. 3, 2, 1. Let's keep that nice neutral spine, reaching towards the ground. Exhale as we come up. Inhale as you reach down. Exhale as you come up, maintaining that neutral spine, right? We don't want to round to touch the ground, kind of like a teeter-totter. If at any point you want to modify, keep that toe down on the ground. As you exhale, I want you to feel like you're pulling from that hamstring. It's nice and level, pulling right where the butt and the hamstring meet. Let's see, we've got 3, 2, 1. Maybe we just hold here. Hold with a little knee lift. A few more seconds. Get that standing glute activated. Nice big squeeze in that standing leg. And let's transition. All right. Other leg. Reaching towards the ground, shoulders back. Let's go. Again, back leg straight in the most difficult version of this position. Toe down behind you if you want to modify. Get used to this movement. Feel that hamstring stretching. And really imagine pulling it back to standing. You're going to get extra activation if you connect your brain with that muscle. Shoulders back. Don't let them round or fall forward. We're almost there. 3, 2, 1. Let's hold that knee lift again. We have alternating side lunges next. So I'm going to give us 5 seconds. Quickly come into that next movement. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're going to stand in the center. Open. Nice, deep lunge. Deep bend in the knee. Knees still tracking towards the second and third toes. Inhale as you come down. Exhale. Squeeze those inner thighs. Squeeze those glutes at the top. We're going to hold one side for pulses during our rest time in 10 seconds. Found me in my little beach hut exercise room for the week. All right, let's hold it. It's fine, one side. A little makeshift studio. At the beach, traveling with the kids, I really wanted a workout that anyone can do anywhere, truly. At the park, at home. All right, let's set up in the center. And we open. If you'd like to modify this, stand with nice wide legs and bend to each side, right? You don't have to balance on that center leg. Good. Pull those hips under you. We're going to pulse on the other side for our 20-second rest in 10. Nice neutral spine. Big hinge. Push off. 3, 2. All right, let's go. Other side. Nice and deep. Send those hips back. We've got squats coming up next in 10 seconds. Take those feet a little wider than hip distance. All right, let's set up. And let's go. If you're pregnant or early postpartum, you may want these legs a little wider, toes a little more turned out. Try to find a position where your knees can still track over your second and third toes. Modifications are just a half squat, right? This doesn't have to be a gigantic movement. It doesn't have to be super fast, but you can also increase the intensity by speeding this up. We're going to hold it at the bottom in 3, 2, 1. Hold it at the bottom. Pull pubic bone to breastbone. Shorten this space by pulling up, not pressing down on the rib cage. Almost there. Nice and low. 8 seconds. We hold it. This is the only time we're holding the squat. 3, 2, 1. Full range of motion. Let's go. This is a great one to repeat. See if you can increase the speed, increase the challenge. We're coming down to the ground for hand release push-ups after this. This is a new one around here. It's going to be a challenge. We come all the way to the ground and press our body in a plank all the way up, right? Hands are going to be below our armpits. Elbows pointed towards our waist, airplane wings. 3, 2, 1. Nice. All right. Knees or toes. Find the option that suits you today. All right. Our hands are nice and wide. We're going to find our half plank or our full plank position. 3, 2. Roll those shoulders back. 1. All the way to the ground. Hands up. Exhale all the way. Take some of these slow. Really focus on your form. Make sure we're not doing a worm. We're not rolling our body up. Trying to keep that nice solid plank. Drop to your knees at any point. Start on your knees. End on your knees. You feel up for it. Try 1 or 2 on your toes. Or the whole set. Find what works for you here. 3, 2, 1. Good. I'm going to give you the option. You can hold your half plank. You might not want to hold the full plank because that's coming up in a couple movements. 10 seconds. 5. We go again. Keep those wide arms, shoulders back. Engage that serratus muscle. Let's go. All the way down. Lift. All the way up. Hard exhale. Pull those hip bones together as you push away from the ground. Feel those lower abdominals. Engage that triangle between your pubic bone and your hip bones. Here we go. Halfway. A few more. Airplane wings with those arms, don't forget. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Really nice. We're going to flip over. We're going to lift our hips. Crab position. If you do not want to stay lifted, we're doing crab taps. Keep those hips down. Tap across. Maybe stay on the same side. You could come down to the ground. Tap this way. All right, but I'm going to go ahead and lift alternate taps. Trying not to let those hips drop too much. Keeping them nice and even. I don't want to open or collapse. Trying to squeeze, make that connection between the bottom of one rib to the top of the opposite hip bone. Exhale as you lift. Five seconds. You got this. 3, 2, 1. Good. You may want to give your wrists a break. A few rolls here. Pull those arms. Relieve any pressure in the shoulders. Or maybe you're doing hip lifts right now, or bridges. Keeping up the difficulty of this 12 minutes. Let's go. Push away from the back. Exhale across. Almost there. We've only got one movement after this, but it's a doozy. Plank holds coming up. 5 seconds. Let's even out. One more on each side. And lower. Good. Hopefully you felt that right down here and a bit across that body. Wrapping deep core. All right. Make a decision here. Half plank or full plank. I want you to keep it for the entire 40 seconds. Roll the shoulders. Let's go. Good. I want you to shorten that space between the pubic bone and the breastbone. Pull those hips under you. Squeeze those glutes. Now, imagine pulling your hands towards your toes. Get a little extra deep activation in the core. Shoulders remain away from your ears. Push from your back, not your shoulders. Shaking is good. Means you're doing it right. Pull. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Good. Release. All right, we've got 15 seconds to rest, 40 seconds to work, and then we're done. You've done it. Giving yourself 11 minutes so far. Let's give yourself 12. 3, roll the shoulders. 2, 1, pick that position. Let's go. All right, so this is so difficult because we're learning to breathe under a brace. We're keeping control of those deep core muscles, those lower abdominals, but you still gotta breathe. Everything pulling in tight, those hip bones, pubic bone pulling towards center. Hands nice and wide, pulling them towards your toes for a little deeper activation. Squeeze those glutes. We've got 10 seconds here. Shoulders away from your ears. You got this. 5, almost there. Embrace that shake. 2, 1, whoo. All right. Give those arms a little shake. Pull, keep those shoulders down, away from your ears. Open up that back and the shoulder blades. Good. Wonderful work today. You just got 12 minutes in. Hope you're as re-energized as I am, ready to tackle the rest of your Friday. Have an awesome holiday weekend, friends. I'll see you next week.